The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. The OCTA Research Group says 3 cities outside of the NCR Plus bubble have emerged as areas of concern due to the rising COVID-19 cases in these areas. These include Cagayan de Oro in Misamis Oriental, Puerto Princesa, Palawan, and Bacolod in Negros Oriental. CDO saw a 75% increase in additional cases from May 1 to 7. In Puerto Princesa, new cases were up by 78%, while Bacolod saw an increase of 19%. These 3 cities are currently under modified GCQ. Over in Iligan City, nearly 1,700 COVID-19 cases have been recorded, resulting in hospitals reaching full capacity. Based on data from Iligan Emergency Operations Center, 24 new COVID-19 infections were logged yesterday. Of this number, 14 are authorized persons outside residence or APORs. There are now 135 active cases in the area, and Iligan City Dr. Lionel Quitos says that COVID-19 wards of all hospitals in Iligan City are now at full capacity. There are also no available stocks of medication for severe cases and a shortage of medical supplies such as mechanical ventilators and nasal cannula. Quitos is appealing to Iligan City residents to do their part and to stay at home. PNP Chief General Guillermo Eleazar reshuffles the top 3 posts of the Forces Command Group. Eleazar appointed Police Lieutenant General Joselito Vera Cruz to higher post as the PNP's number 2 or Deputy Chief for Administration, while Police Lieutenant General Israel Ephraim Dixon was appointed 3rd in command as the Deputy Chief for Operations. Eleazar also appointed Police Lieutenant General Jonardo Carlos as the PNP Chief Directorial Staff, making him the 4th in command in the PNP hierarchy. Eleazar, Vera, Cruz, and Dixon are all members of the PMA Hinirang Class 1987, while Carlos was a member of the PMA Maringa Class of 1988. The government is looking to utilize malls as the next vaccination centers. Vaccine czar Carlito Galvez Jr. says that instead of putting up drive-through vaccination sites, they want malls to serve as vaccination hubs, as these are readily accessible to the public. Galvez adds that one mall in Pasay City can generate nearly 2,000 vaccine recipients per day.
If we will see na yung geographically, marami tayong mga tinatawag na mga malls that can be used for vaccination center. And yun ang nakita namin na mas sustainable siya and also very affordable at the same time. It is very convenient to the public to go there. So yun namin, more on utilization of the private sector properties so that we can provide very convenient and very accessible vaccination area.
Meanwhile, Health Secretary Francisco Duque III says they will submit data to experts to assess whether the NCR Plus areas can shift to a more relaxed quarantine classification. Duque says they are expecting a final recommendation by next week before the current MECQ ends.
To look at the numbers, we need to see whether the average daily attack rate is on a downward trend. It is on a downward trend, but how much longer is it going to maintain that downward trend? Maybe or May 15, we will convene the IATF and we look at the data coming from the analytics group, and if the de-escalation is warranted, then we will recommend to the President from an MECQ to a GCQ, community quarantine status.
New COVID deaths in India have surged past 4,000 for the first time on Saturday. The health crisis in India is now seen as the world's worst outbreak, with experts saying India may not yet hit its peak in its current surge until the end of May. India's total COVID-19 caseload is now at almost 21.9 million, with over 230,000 total deaths logged. A COVID-19 variant with a possible ability to dodge vaccine protection may be the reason for India's current health crisis. The World Health Organization warns the epidemiological seen in India today show signs that it's an extremely rapid spreading variant. India has struggled to contain the outbreak, which has overwhelmed its healthcare system. While many experts suspect the official death in case numbers are a gross underestimate. But the WHO maintains that the Indian variant is still not a variant of concern, saying that lack of observance of health protocols aggravated the spread of the coronavirus. A daughter of a farmer makes it big in London. Now her life's big mission is to ensure that families don't get separated because of poverty. Gretchen Ho shares Jennifer Viloria's life in this report.
It was a healing process, a long healing process for me to come to this conclusion that actually what she did was for my own good.
Jennifer did not have it easy during her childhood in Isabela. Losing her father at age 5, her mother had to work abroad for their survival. She only reunited with her again when she turned 17. Her mom then was working as a waitress in the United Kingdom.
Found out that she was working 2 jobs, one daytime, one nighttime, to make ends meet.
But Jennifer herself experienced the hardship of juggling multiple jobs. To send herself to school, she became a chambermaid, a cashier, and a clerk for a British telco. After 7 years as a working student, she finished financial economics at the University of London. At that time, digital infrastructure was growing. Starting from the bottom, Jennifer rose through the ranks and became a consultant for top global firms. She's now an angel investor for SMEs and NGOs. She says her mom's experience pushed her to strive.
Sabi niya ganun sa akin, don't go and become like me. Go and work. Maski magbigin ka from the lowest. Pushed me to believe, she pushed me to not live by my limitation of being a Filipino.
And now she's paying it forward by serving her home country. She founded Isla Ventures, an investment firm dedicated in helping far-flung and depressed areas across the Philippines.
Ine-educate namin yung mga farmers on natural farming methods, okay? The methods, farming technologies that they don't know exist at a fraction of a cost.
Her vision, food security for all Filipinos, and to make sure that parents no longer need to leave home just to make ends meet. A mother herself now, Jennifer tries to balance work and quality time with her daughters.
I just want to say that I'm really proud of where she is now. Doing it is really noble, and I think a lot of people could maybe follow in her footsteps, coming from banking and moving into trying to do things that are better for everyone.
It's tricky to juggle developing a career and raising your children, and I really appreciate that.
Jennifer can now breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that she's treading the right path, that she, as a daughter herself, has made it thanks to her mom's love and sacrifice.
Naiiyak na si Mommy Jen.
Mom!
Happy Mother's Day po! Happy Mother's Day!
Thank you, God, babies, love you.
Gretchen Ho, We Are One News.
And those are the top stories of this hour. Join us again later at 2:15 p.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.